bloody the 14th of June, I think. And I went to bed last night. Yay. They do say going to sleep or getting proper sleep does help towards weight loss, and it's a true fact. Because I went to bed last night and then I've just had a sneaky way, and you know, scales are good. So I do need to go to bed more often. It's not a question of going to sleep, it's a question of going to bed. Anyway, I'm on my way to my little local petrol station that's got like a little supermarket on it to get my mother a paper. Actually, I was going to go to Nisa, but I might go to this little Tesco instead, because yeah, I'm going to the little Tesco. Man's coming in the wrong way. Reason I'm coming to the little Tesco is I've got a little shopping list. I let Warren choose what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. I've got some Lebanese flatbreads to use, right? So what I've decided to do was I'm gonna make pizzas with them for lunch. My mother can have one of them, and that'll be her so-called bigger meal for her because she don't eat a lot. And then yeah, so tonight I'm using my slow cooker again. I do like the slow cooker, and I am making I can't remember what they were called, sticky chili noodles, I think. So he would pick some, there's only 6 ingredients in it, but he would pick something that I don't have most of the ingredients for. So I need to get some beef mince, some light soya sauce, and some cooked noodles and spring onions, and then paper for my mother. Oh, and some Nurofen for Warren, because he's got bad chest. He wants Nurofen. He reckons he's got a muscular problem with his shoulder and chest. I said to him, "You're not having a gripper on me, are you?" No. Yeah, so I'm going to go into this little Tesco, get some stuff, and then I've got the most amazing job to do when I go back. Wash my mother's feet. Oh my gosh, feet. 83-year-old person's feet with added bunions. Oh, no, to be fair though, because the bath situation with my mother, they're only strip washing her, which is fine because she's still being washed. She's not a smelly person. Blah, de, blah, de, blah. But, I said to her last night, "Do you want a bath tomorrow?" I thought I'll be nice and do the nice thing and say, "Do you want a bath?" Because it is nice, I suppose, to have a bath every now and again. Something I don't do, because last time I went in the bath, I thought I was never going to get fucking back out of the bloody thing. So showers is what I have. But she said, "Oh no, you know, blah, blah, blah." But she's got a foot spa, and I think she's missing the fact her feet haven't been in water. So I'm going to do that for her, do her a foot spa. So that's my job. I've got to do her foot spa, I've got to pay her care bill, I've got to do a load of washing for her, and there was something else she wanted me to do. I can't think, but I'll be down there probably hour and a half. So I'm not going to have any breakfast because it's now 25 to 10. By the time I'm back, it's going to be nearly lunchtime. When I'll be doing my pizzas. I'm just trying to think what I got for the pizzas. I think I've got everything I need. I've got onion, I've got mushrooms, there's ham, I've got cheese. So yeah, I've got everything. So I hope you're having an enjoyable Saturday and you're not having to wash somebody's feet. But yeah. Oh, and I've come out looking glorious. I've got red pajama bottoms on with snowflakes on, and a top that I just wear bumming around the house, and I've just shoved this on top. I said to Warren, can I get away with going down the shop like her? And he was like, yeah. Who cares, innit? I'm only nipping in here and then back to my mother's. Right, I shall catch up with you later. I'll probably catch up with you when I'm either at my mum's or for some pizza. And if any of you were thinking of buying the Tefal pizza oven, which I bought, I don't use it all the time because obviously I only use it when we have pizzas or if I'm cooking something that's really shallow because it's not very deep. But it's really good, and I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was quite cheap. Really good. It's much better than just sticking it in like the Ninja oven. So yeah, right, that's enough waffling. I'm gonna go in, get what I need. I know you pay more in these little Tesco's rather than the big ones, like 10-20p more an item in it, but I can't face going to a big one. I can't do it. I can't do it to myself mentally and physically. Right, see you in the next clip, guys. Well, I went to my mother's and she was all dressed, all washed. She's in a good mood. She's upbeat at the moment, which is fantastic. And she had her socks and slippers and that on. So I said, oh, and she was like, oh, don't bother doing my feet today. And inside I was like, yes, winner. I was like, okay, no problem. Anyway, I've gone home and Warren's glasses have given up the ghost. He really needs new glasses. Trying to get an appointment and time off work and that, but he can only fix these with super glue so many times. And he doesn't feel very well. So I've taken his glasses and I'm going to the opticians and I'm going to see if they can just replace the frame. I'll buy a new frame because when I rang them up and sort of tried to book an appointment, I was like, oh, have you got any of the frames left? And they were like, yeah, we have actually. So I was like, oh, right, fab. And they said, oh, do you know what's fab? There's a space right outside. Bloody brilliant. It's across the road, but it's outside. They said they had some and I only had to pay £10. So I'm going to go and see if I can get him a new frame. They'll probably say, well, he needs to be here really. And I'm just going to say, just change the frame. I'll pay the £10. And then if they're wonky on his face, like, he'll have to come back. But at least he'll be able to see through the glasses. Where have they gone? Yeah, as you can see, completely snapped there. So I'll go and see what we can do for him. And then I'm going to nip to this woman's house and pick up a couple of bits of Olio I've asked for. I'll show you what I picked up. I'll show you what you can get for free on Olio. You just got to request it. And it's not for people that are on benefits or food banks or anything like that. Before anyone says, well, you shouldn't be requesting free food. It's to save landfill. If you don't know what Olio is, just look it up. It's an app. And people in your area that are volunteers, I did it for a while, but I can't do it because my knees hurt too bad. You just go to the shop, pick the stuff up, you claim the slot, pick the stuff up, go home, list it. You can keep 10% of what you pick up as the perk of being a volunteer. And yeah, you get a few freebies. They're obviously the date that that you pick them up. So you either freeze them or they're best before, which is fine. So best before is yesterday's date, but I'll either freeze the stuff or use it in the next couple of days because best before is fine, isn't it? Oh, I'm just thinking, oh God. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can sort his bloody glasses out. We have a half decent pair of glasses, so I've got a new frame. They're chipped in the corner. It's really small. and there's a tiny bit of super glue on the lens, but like they said, at least they'll do for now. And then he can have an appointment when he can get time off work or whatever. But his glasses are bifocals, I think, so he does need to have an appointment and an eye test. Oh, right. Just trying to think. My mother's having a pizza for lunch, and I said to the kids I'll do a pizza, but I'm picking up some cinnamon, I think they were, fruit and cinnamon flatbread things of this lady. And if I go home and the kids haven't eaten all the bananas, because I think there was only about 2 bananas left, I might toast one of those and put banana and peanut butter on it, because I really enjoyed that yesterday. I shall see. Yeah, so I might do that rather than a pizza. But we'll see. Right, I'm off to my next destination to pick up the bits from the lady, and then I'm going home. And I'm not planning on going out till later. I've got to nip out somewhere. Yeah, pretty boring Saturday. No doubt the kids will be out with their mates. Right, I'll catch up with you when I'm actually going to have something to eat, which is going to be pretty soon, because I'm not ravenous, but I'm ready to eat something. So I'll catch you soon. Whew. I'm back home. I need to sort my disgusting nails out because I can't stand chipped nails. I'm back home. This is what I managed to get. I just stopped at my mother's because I requested oh no, actually I didn't request these, but she said to me, did I want any? And she gave me 3 nectarines, and they're still hard. So I had, put my bag down there because she's put it in a box. So I had 2 of these. This is all off Olio. I got this sourdough, which is for an experiment. Not that I'm a scientist. Dexter's doing something in school. I think he's got to take a sourdough, a white bit of bread, and a seeded bit of bread. And they've got to monitor the process of it going mouldy. So I picked up that. Somebody might have some, but that's why I got that. I'm sitting in my car and I'm boiling up. There's my other thing of nectarines. I had those off her. Buttermilk rolls. They look really nice. They're 206 calories. They're not the biggest, but they would make, again, nice garlic bread. I think I'm doing garlic bread tonight. She put these in, and they're perfectly fine, but I'm going to stick them straight in the freezer because we're on the 14th today, and these are best before the 11th, but best before dates. You can eat them until they go mouldy, can't you? Well, I do anyway. And these are perfectly fine. So she said, oh, I chucked 2 of them in. They are hot honey flatbreads. Hand stretched hot honey flatbread with smoked chili. They'd make good bases for pizza if you fancy a spicy one. They're 288 for one of them. I had these cakes off her. They're gluten free. They're 170 calories for one. I thought kids might like them. Might even add one. Net of oranges that are in better condition than the ones I bought in Sainsbury's. Look at that, £2.10 they were originally. Had them. I asked for protein. Oh, the box is tipping. I asked her for a pack of protein crumpets and she's given me 2 packets. There's only 4 in each packet. And they're 94 calories each. So I'm going to stick them in the freezer because I've got crumpets at the moment. I got some coriander for my tortoise. And I had these. These are the things I hadn't seen. I didn't realise they were that small. They're only 64 calories. Snack bread, cinnamon and raisin. Showing you there with like yogurt and or cream cheese and berries and that. I'm going to have some of them for my lunch. They look delicious. And the last thing, I got some chantilly carrots. And as you can see, they're amazing. They're not even starting to go dangrow. So I've literally got a whole big bag there of food that's cost me absolutely nothing. So like I said, it's not for people on benefits. It's not for, when I say it's not for people on benefits, what I mean is it's not meant for that. It's not a food bank. It's not for any type of thing like that. It is purely, Olio is to save the planet. That's what Olio is. It's to save the planet. I've done my bit about saving the planet. I've helped towards my shopping, that I haven't got to buy stuff because I'm spending a bomb in the shops. And yeah, and that literally would be going into landfill if people didn't pick it up and share it out in their communities. I know some areas, like the lady was saying, that people come from quite a distance to pick up because in their local area people don't do it. So it depends where you live and who's volunteering, I suppose, to what you can get. But yeah, Olio, that's the symbol for it. Yeah, so I'm going to go in now, give Warren his glasses so he can see properly. Well, maybe not properly, but he can see again. And sort out lunch. My mother, when I dropped off the nectarines, she didn't really recognise what they were. She said, "What are they?" And I said, "Nectarines." And she was like, "Oh, I think she'd forgotten what they were." But I said to her, "Do you still want pizza?" And she was half asleep and she was a bit like, "Oh," so I thought, oh, so I made her a picky plate. Well, I fancied it myself. She had mini sausage rolls, some chopped up pork pie, like 3 little bits, a packet of crisps. She had a little tiny bunch of grapes. I chopped up half an apple. What else should she have on there? Oh, and a little blob of brown sauce to dip her sausage rolls and that into. Oh, and some cherry tomatoes and some little cubes of cheese I cut up. So she's happy. I like it when my mother's happy, because when my mother's happy, I'm happy. Because 1, I'm happy she's happy, and 2, it gives me a break knowing, you know, I haven't got to like rush down and she's not going to be trying to hang out the window and stuff. Right, I need to go and write this in my diary. It's Dexter and Jackson's appointments. She told me August. But she's written 26th of July on here. It must be July. I had to stick it in my diary anyway. Okay, I'll come back to you when I've got some dinner, which is going to involve some of those snack bread things. Yeah, see you in a bit, guys. It's 4:30 in the afternoon and I haven't eaten a thing. So, I was going to make these with banana and peanut butter on, and then things got away with me and I did actually have a bit of a kip. So, I've put the slow cooker on. That's going to take 3 to 4 hours. So, for now, I'm having a banana, a cereal bar, and there was 4 caramel Snacker Jacks left, which I'm just gonna munch on for the next couple of hours. I'll put the calories on screen. I've got 1,600 and something left, which I can use on my dinner. So I probably will add garlic bread and things to bulk my dinner up a bit. But I'm making noodles out of the board of lunch book, but I've done my own quantities and built the recipe in NutriCheck. It said honey, but I only had the set honey, but that's fine. Use that. And it said light soya sauce. I only had like standard, I think more of a dark one, but I've just used that. And I've put a little bit more peanut butter in it than it said. And I've used more mince because it was to serve 4 and I want it to serve 5. Yeah, so all I've got to do is cook that now. It's in the slow cooker. And then before it's due to be served, you just stir in noodles. And I picked up Tesco's like stir-fry noodles that are already cooked. So I'm just going to chuck them in and leave them warm through when we're about to have it. So yeah, so I'm going to have that banana and that because I am actually freaking hungry now. Starving, in fact. So I'll catch up with you later on for dinner. This is my dinner. It's 774. I couldn't be bothered to put the spring onion on top. But that is it. Warren said it's really nice. And I've got 3 poppadoms with it. So I'll put breakdown on screen of it all. But yeah, that is my dinner. All right. It's 5 past midnight. I just shite my pants. Not literally. My mother just rang me. I was like, freaking hell, jumped out my skin. I thought, oh my God, why is she ringing me now? At midnight. Anyway, she said to me, hello? I said, hello, what's the matter? And she said, I can't find anybody to ask them what the time is. What time is it? Oh, I said, Mum, you won't find anybody. You're there on your own. All right. And then I said, it's midnight. Oh, is it? Oh, did I wake you up? I said, no, but it's midnight. And she went, oh, all right, I'll go to bed then. She was already in bed, but I was just like, for frick's sake. Anyway, that noodle dish I made, Warren thought it was absolutely fantastic. I thought it was okay. I would make it again, but I would cook it on a low heat because it was a bit dried out a bit. I mean, it was nice. I had a smaller portion than I could have had, so the calories accounted for it. It would have been a bit less than that, but anyway, still writing down. I've got tomorrow's date ready written on there. I've eaten 1,819 and I've got 248 spare. And what I ate then, later on, because Warren's been watching telly, so I haven't put on the video. This was, you know, the go-ahead bars, you get 3 slices in it. And it was a cherry one. And I've not seen cherry flavour before, so they were actually quite nice. And then I nipped down to the little Tesco's and they had these reduced. So I bought 2 for the kids and I bought 1 for me. I did. And they were, what were they? They were 355 calories for the bag. However, Warren had 2 big handfuls out of it, but I still counted the full calories. So it would have been less. It was probably 200 and, I don't know, 80 or maybe, but that's not here nor there. And I had 2 Jammy Dodgers, which were 158 calories for 2. That's what I've had. So that's fine. Tomorrow, I'm thinking I've got sausages in the freezer. whether I end up doing this tomorrow or not. I got sausages in the freezer, and I bought that sausage home pride cooking sauce. So I was thinking I may brown my sausages to give them a bit of colour, and then chuck them in a slow cooker with that jar, and maybe some onion, and then do mash and beans, because I've got a pack of beans left. But we'll see. Mackenzie's just messaged me at midnight as well and said, can you stay out all night? So I said, yeah, he's at his friend's 18 and he's at their house, supposedly. So I said, send me a picture of where you are. And to be fair, he is at their house. So I said he can stay out, so he's not back till the morning. But yeah, my mum's been quite good now for a couple of days. So I hope she's not going to be a pain tomorrow now, but hopefully she'll be all right and she's going to go to bed. I'll spy on her in about half an hour and make sure she's okay and not out of bed and downstairs trying to get ready for breakfast or something. Because she's done that in the past. She's got up in the night thinking it's the morning, gone down, had her tablets and made herself some cereal. Right. I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like my video, comment, all that jazz. And see you tomorrow.